I feel like some men, they don't know how to just be a friend without giving green lights. Like if you're my friend, don't call me, how are you, babe? Who is your babe? The girl will now see you are sending message, how are you, babe? And then she'll be thinking, oh, he likes me. He likes me. Meanwhile, you have a date. You have someone you are seeing. Please, why are you calling the other one, babe? Let's be clear. That's bad behavior. Get garnished.
Welcome everyone to another episode. We're excited to be here and we hope you are also excited to hear our voices. It's yours truly, Anu, and
Alola day. Hi.
what's up?
How gone now?
I'm good, good. Special shout out to two people today. First person is to our one and only Funlola.
Woo!
We are giving this special shout out because you've been consistent in leaving comments on our podcast on Spotify. We see you, we appreciate you. And to the second person that has an interesting name,
Coconut head.
Coconut Head.
Who you be?
Who are you?
We want to know
You
you.
definitely do not have a coconut head because from Nigeria, when we say someone has a coconut head, it means the person doesn't hear word. But you are definitely someone that hears word because we always tell our listeners, please leave a comment. Somehow you always do. And we are very appreciative. Thank you for leaving the comments.
Yes. Thanks for the comments that you leave. We actually want to know who you are. So if you could give us a hint, that would be great. Nevertheless, thanks. And obviously, thank you to all of you who have left
Everybody,
comments. We appreciate you. We just wanted to do a special shout
shout
out
out.
for those who have consistently left comments over time.
Yes, and to those who are sharing, some of you we might not even know you're sharing it to your network, but we are grateful. God bless you.
Amen. Now, Anu, what are we talking about today?
Friendships.
Woo! I'm a friendships person. I don't know. Is
I
that
mean,
right?
I mean,
Friendships person.
friendship person, friendships
Friendship.
person.
Yeah. Okay. If I'm wrong, excuse my English. I love friendship. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep, and I think I also do. Today we want to talk about how we love friendships differently from a male perspective and from a female perspective.
That's right. I've noticed that the way Anu deals with his friends is different from how I am with my friends, female friends. So that's really the context of the conversation today. Let me start with a question to you, Anu. How many years is your longest friendship?
My longest friendship. I think this might go back to 2010. So I would say 15 years.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yes.
That's a long time.
What about you?
So the thing is, I have to do the math. From 2009
Yeah.
until now, that's
That's like
about
16.
16, 17. I mean, we could say maybe 2006, but actually with my longest friend, we were not friends when we met
Yeah.
initially. Our friendship started building over time. But let's just say 16 years plus or minus.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, do you think that men's friendship, like how it is formed, it has like an agenda? Or like how do male people form their friendships? Do they come with, yeah, okay, I want someone that I want to play sport with or gist about this topic too. Therefore, I'm going to make a new friend today. How does it work for you guys?
I think developmentally, it's always playmates. So I remember the friends I had while I was in primary school were friends that we played football together or we had like a joint activity together
Mm-hmm.
essentially. And I think that's how boys form their relationships. It's more, I think it's more activity
Based.
based. What
There's no
about
intention,
I mean,
more or
there could be
less.
intention over time. And I think, of course, as you mature, you start making more intentional decisions with regards to
Mm-hmm.
your friends. You're more picky.
Okay. For me, and I would say for a lot of women, it's more. bonding over emotional connections. Like if I see someone today and I have a good conversation with them, like, okay, how are you? And then we go deep, we share something. Maybe I share one vulnerable story, the person shares another vulnerable story. I think it makes me feel closer. And then over time, I want to invest in the friendship to be like, okay, let me get to know this person more. So I think there's usually that emotional part.
Are you speaking about friendship now, or like no? I describe friendship from
Childhood.
childhood. So is that how ladies or generally choose their friends, just based on emotional connection?
I mean, to be honest, like if I look at my friendships from when I was a kid, like
Yes.
if let's say I had a bad day and I was crying, one of my girls comes to me and says, Lolade, don't cry. It's gonna be okay. For me, that's already like check mark. And then I want to establish a stronger bond with you. I
Yeah.
think that was how my then best friend and I became friends. You know, like my first memory of friendship when I was in secondary school.
Okay.
It was that I had a tough day and she came to me and just was present. And that was how I formed that friendship with her. I remember her as being someone who was there for me in my lowest moments, you know. So, but of course, like I don't want to
Generalize,
generalize
no,
because
just
as an
from.
adult, of course, like there could be shared activities as a way of bonding. But I think for women, we are in general, like we love to deal with matters of the heart, you know, and so like there just has to be something
Yeah.
beyond the activity that would make you want to have that friendship progress.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I feel like I had to over
No, no,
explain
no,
on
no,
that
no,
line.
no. But I actually do get it. The interesting thing you're saying now is, for women, your friendships are more emotional, and so there is no chance that you would have a friend and not know your friend's name, right? Someone
Mm-mm.
that you, but for guys, I can have a friend or someone that I do an activity with for years and I don't know his name. It
But
can just be like chairman or hey, big man.
then that person is not that person is not your friend. Like maybe we need to define friendship to so that we are clear, because friendship is not the same as acquaintance. I would imagine that acquaintance is someone that you do a shared activity with and maybe you bond, you have nice conversations, blah blah blah. But a friend is someone, for in my opinion, that you can call on when there is a moment of difficulty. You can call this person and you know they will come through for you, and vice versa, right? They can always count on you. You guys have moments that you share that is priceless. And again, it's going back to that bond that, oh, I maybe I traveled with my friend. We went on a trip to Maldives, and during the trip we did this and this and that, and that made me feel blah 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 blah, you know. And so that's already one thing down in the books.
Do you think there's a difference in how men or guys differentiate friends from acquaintances, and how you as a woman, or as generally women, differentiate their friends from acquaintances? And I'm asking this because maybe I can answer. For me, I think we just kind of compartmentalize it. So we might not say this person is an acquaintance, but the person is my friend, but is my friend that I play sports with. And then I have another friend that I go and I speak about business with. Then I have another friend that I discuss, family stuff with. Then I have another friend. So like we kind of compartmentalize friends into, different categories based on the value that we are either giving or receiving from that friendship. And we call all of those people friends. We don't say this person is my acquaintance. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean. I compartmentalize my friendships, right? But for me, if I say you are my friend, it means that I have a connection with you, right? Like when I feel connected, for me, that's a friendship. And I also compartmentalize my friends. Like there are people that I would have certain conversations with. I have friends that I will go deep, we'll talk like, you know, spiritual things. You know, like when I know I need spiritual covering, guidance, counseling, I go to those friends. There are friends that I know, okay, what we talk about is things that we bond over, whether it's a movie or it's a book or whatever. So I think it's the same with how men do it. I just think that for women, there is more intensity in the friendship than how it is with male friendships. women friendships are much more tender, much more delicate, for lack of a better word. Men friendships, you guys are G's. Like you just, in my opinion, like you guys just,
We don't take things too deep.
yeah, you know. So wait, by the way, the way you are with your male friends, do you have female friends of which you also relate to them on the same level? Like, how is the relationship with your female friends? Eh?
How do I say it now? Before I got married, I had female friends that were very close. So of course my male friends were G's. I can decide not to even call my male friend for weeks, months. And when we see, we're like, ah, guy, how far now? Where you don't date, you just they hide, or and then we just catch up from where we last spoke,
Mm-hmm.
and we just. But with female friends, women they need attention. Women need attention. They need time. They need all those things. So if you have a female friend, you will most likely be speaking with that female friend more often
Mm-hmm.
than you speak with your male friend. So when I had female friends, yeah, I used to speak a lot with my female friends, and it got me into trouble a few times. You know. So
We got catch feelings.
yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
yeah. Since I got married, I
Wait,
had to
wait, wait, wait,
reduce my
wait.
female friends,
Wait, okay.
basically.
Yeah, but like, sorry, I didn't allow you to finish your
Yeah.
statement. With your female friends back then, what kind of communication were you doing? Like, what were you talking about?
Everything now. You talk about everything, especially if that female friend sees you as a confidant, sees you as someone they can.
It's not if they see you, what were you?
Huh?
Not that you are doing a solicitor and advocate or counselor in the
Yeah,
relationship or in the friendship.
friendship.
You, like, what was the quality looking from your perspective? Could you be vulnerable with them? Could you share moments? Could you connect? Like, what was the quality? Can you explain to
That
me?
I was given.
What was the content of the friend?
So for the female friends I had, it was first company, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is what is called a feminine energy. So when, as a guy, you have a lady you're talking to, it might just be the voice, right? If it's a video call, you just want to see a beautiful face in front of you. It's just a nice feeling, right?
This one is
So
another thing you are saying.
no,
No.
no, no, but it's true. It's
Okay.
true. Like, so I'm telling you about
Sorry.
it's true. Do you want to hear what or not?
Oh yeah.
So yes, there's the companion, and then just enjoying the feminine energy, just having a female you can talk to and you can hear her voice. So yeah, it's nice. And then of course, secondly, depending on the female friend, there are some female friends that I share like my plans, what I'm trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
what is happening in my life, like give just updates. And the female friend is there to listen and to guide or to advise or to
Mm-hmm.
just encourage, so I mean, just different kind of communication you can have. Just like having a buddy, having a friend that you can just talk to about stuff, and sometimes it's just having someone, right? Or having a friend that you can rely on. Sometimes even there could be cases where like I needed something and I asked my female friend, or I needed to understand something from a female perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Then I asked my female friend that, hey, what do you think about this? From a female perspective. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you try to avoid benefits from the friends, like all these friends
Mm-hmm.
benefits.
Who do you think opens more?
I feel
Opens up more in
women, of course,
their.
of course, women open up more.
Would you see that as a good thing, or it's just what it is? Like, how do you feel about that?
Opening up is neither good nor bad. It is who you're opening up to. That is really the big question.
Mm-hmm.
And you also being in control of what you are opening to another person, because you can decide to be very vulnerable to like from a woman being vulnerable to a man, and there are cases where the man takes advantage of you, of your vulnerability, right? And now that is sad. It's neither good nor bad, but you just have to be in control. You must be intentional about what you want to divulge to another person, and you must be certain that the person who you are being vulnerable with can be trusted,
Mm-hmm.
and the person wouldn't use your vulnerability against you. I know of cases of guys that did very mean things to some ladies that are very vulnerable and they just use it against them.
Mm.
So you just have to be careful, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and know that whatever you're sharing or sharing with someone ceases to be a secret. It means there's every possibility that the world will know that thing. It just takes one person to share. So I say, oh, I trust you. I trust you. Don't tell anybody. Oh, I heard that this lady did this thing. And that one will come to another person. Oh, I trust you. Until when you hear your gist in the market.
It's a different conversation, albeit sad, because if I choose to be vulnerable with someone, it's because I have the trust that they will handle my information with care, with caution. Especially when I even say, hey, this is my story. I'm just telling you, so keep this between you and I. If you're listening and you're that kind of friend that someone will tell something and tell you not to tell another person, and then you go and you tell someone else, and then you say, oh, but please don't tell another person. Like, you cannot, you don't deserve someone's vulnerability, really, because I really don't know why your mouth cannot just,
You cannot
if
see.
someone has said, hey, and sometimes someone does not even need to say it. It goes without saying sometimes. Like when someone is telling you something that they went through, something difficult, like why would you divulge it to another person? Anyway, it's just to be mindful.
Yes, I agree with you. Being mindful is so important, especially as a woman.
Mhm. Have you had scenarios where you had a grudge against any of your male friends, and how did you resolve that?
Depends on your maturity level. I've had a grudge with a friend that led to a fight, and where you are throwing punches.
Eh? Wait,
You've
you physical punch?
yes, no. You have had a grudge with a friend. To my best friend, we threw punches. I was in secondary school. Yeah, and then we sorted it after we have gotten some injuries.
How did you sort it out? What
Eh?
happened?
After
Like,
you finish fighting, then you pronounce it that I'm sorry, and then you
so they were, sorry.
somebody will win.
Wait.
And somebody will win the fight.
Oh my god. So you guys fought until there was a winner and
Yeah,
then
and then after the person won, then you will now reconcile. That's just down. So
that's
and that,
cute.
that and that was the maturity level at that point where it was fights
Hmm.
that you used to settle quarrel.
Yeah.
But as you mature, you know that you don't need to throw punches to settle grudges. I had a friend when I was in uni. This guy pissed me off, and we didn't throw punches, but we like we insulted each other, right? Or I insulted him, and that was it. And pushed him out and get out. And how did we resolve it? I think I was more mature then, so I realized that I didn't do the right thing, and then I think God like kind of spoke to me through the Bible that I shouldn't be angry and I shouldn't be a fool. So I think I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, guy, you pissed me off, but I shouldn't have reacted that way. But I think generally most men would approach grudge like head on. If a male friend annoyed you or did something bad, I think most guys would just call that friend and say, "Hey, you messed up or you didn't do this well," and
Or
then they
maybe
can
they'll let it go.
all let it go. Yeah,
Huh.
or just be like, "Oh, just let it be." Yeah. How do you guys do it?
I think it depends on the friend. And I'm going to have to say that I cannot speak for all women. But one thing I can say is that in general, women tend to take things more personal and it's not as easy to let go. We are, in general, very communicative. Women like to express their feelings and opinions and whatnot. So it's sometimes a bit difficult, or let me not say difficult, it's challenging to let go. However, there are a lot of friends who are mature, who decide, okay, this person hurt me. I'm going to let them know, okay, I don't like what you said. And then it's now up to the other person who receives the information to apologize or yeah, apologize actually instead of defending. In my own friendship, I know that like I try not to have a grudge with my friends. If I have something against you, I come, I say it, I'm like, okay, we need to talk. This is this and that. And thankfully I'm blessed with great friends. We know they fight like that.
I feel like women, you guys have more expectations from each other than we men have in our friendships. What do you think about that?
In general, I agree. But I have to say that the older you get, the more mature you become, and the less expectations you have. Maybe as a child or maybe as a younger person, I would have expected that, oh, on so so day every year, let's say it's my birthday, right? Okay. On my birthday every single year, I want my friends to A, send me this, B, post my picture on this, C, do this, D, do that. Mama, at this stage in my life right now, I'm happy if you do it. If you don't, it's still okay. I don't see you as less of a friend or less of my friend. So that is where maturity comes in. But in general, I have to agree with you that a lot of women expect certain things from their friends. For me, I'm at the stage where I'm trying to reduce my expectations. My own goal is to be a great friend. My own goal is to show up. My own goal is to just basically try to be a good person as much as I can. And if at all I have any expectation from my friends, it is to understand that everybody has seasons in their lives. And in some seasons, one friend is supposed to rise up to support the other person. So, what I mean is that there are seasons of my life where I might not be checking on you every single week. I might not be checking on you every single day. It doesn't mean that I'm not your friend. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It's just a season. So, what I expect with my friends is an understanding of seasons and growing together through that season.
Yeah, I think that is very important because who we are today is definitely not who we were yesterday and
Mm-hmm.
like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. We are constantly developing, growing. And that brings me to a question I have for you. How has it been for you now as an adult making friends? I know you have friends that are you've known for 15 years, some 10 years, but what about now, like or in the last 2 years, 1 year in building friendships?
I would say it has, to be honest, it has been low pressure. Like I don't feel under pressure. I don't feel like I have to perform. When you become, when you are an adult, like you just understand that it's not everybody that can be your friend.
Yeah.
There are some friendships that you will try to form and you just see that it doesn't work out. There's no use crying over spilled milk. If it was me 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 7 years ago, maybe I would be like, yeah, but I really want this person to be my friend. Why are they pushing me away? But now I'm at a point in life. If you understand me or not me, I'm okay.
Oh, that's by was it
Don't mind.
Don Moen?
Just kidding, guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, but like that's where I'm at right now. And because of this, there is no pressure. I find that for me, once I have a conversation with someone, I have two conversations, three, I can already tell who will be in my corner. I can already tell who would be my friend, like who will stay. And I can already tell who will just be an acquaintance. And I know how to compartmentalize my friendships. So for me, it's not a problem. Yeah. Like making friends as an adult. I just don't have expectations in general. Like I try to just do my best, as I said earlier, just do my best with the friendship, be a good person as much as I can, as much as God empowers me, listen to God's voice, what He's telling me to do. There are sometimes God will impress it on me to give this person a call, check on this person, send this person a message. This one, me, I will just do it and move on from there without expecting them to do it for me, And with that, it's easier. How is it for you?
For me, in the last 2 years, I would say the friends I have now are friends that I'm building a connection with. Like it's a process, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some, the process is faster than others, but a principle that I live by is to be intentional with my friendships, but to not force it.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm intentional with some of my male friends right now, I check up on them. I let them know that I'm available. I may not call you every time, but just know that if you need someone, or you need someone, and you are around me, or you live close by, please give me a call. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I would always say yes if I can to help you. Yeah, it's a process, especially for me, that I'm not the so quick to be vulnerable kind of person. So I think it would take time for me to say, this person is my deep brother. Like, this person is a deep friend. I can share with him even my ugliest flaw. For me, it's been interesting because, of course, you're having more matured friends that have kids now, friends that might not have kids but are already married. And so it's different. So now, like, the conversation we're having in my friendships or within my friendships are more about, hey, brother, how far? Hey, now we get family where we guys take care of. What do we need to do? How do we need to get our finances to the next level? Uh, so it's more of, how do we level up? How do we increase our net worth, our network? And so that's more of what my friendships now are looking like.
Mm-hmm. But I like what you said about building and the intentional part of it. I think for every friendship, whether it's back then or now as an adult, it's important to invest time. I don't think there's any friendship that doesn't require time. It might look different from one friend to another, but it still requires quality. It still requires watering. It's just like a plant. You will not just buy a plant and then you leave it for it to grow just by itself. It needs sunlight, it needs water, oxygen, and carbon dioxide,
Everything.
everything as well. It needs everything. So that's how friendships are, right?
All right. So, fun and spicy questions for you. First, who gossips more in friendships, men or women? Just say women.
What is gossip?
Baby, gossip is gossip.
I don't know what gossip is, please.
Who gossips?
I don't know what gossip is. Oh. What's a gossip? What's
Okay,
gossip?
I'll
Gossip is
answer.
saying something bad about somebody when they're not there. Abi?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
It-
It's all genders.
Women. Next question.
Why you shouting women? Women. Me, I don't gossip. Oh.
Okay.
Hey, we gist, we banter. Let's
Okay.
put it that way. Who banters more? Women, we banter.
Okay.
We love it. We
All right.
enjoy it.
Okay.
It's part of
So,
bonding.
women gossip more in friendships.
Excuse me, sir.
Next
It's not
question.
God. Please don't call it gossip.
Can we go to the next question?
Gossip is not a good word. It has a negative connotation. Therefore, I'm saying that we don't gossip.
More.
What does more mean?
Who gossips more? So
Who
men
banters
men
more?
men gossip, women gossip. Who does it more? Women. Next question. Who is more likely to ghost a friend?
Men now. People are not reliable.
Reliable, God.
Women are much more dependable, and they stand gallant in their friendships. It's men that people just they do anyhow.
Well, I wouldn't say we ghost. We can just move on.
What's
Okay.
that? Is a move?
So,
No, no, let's not move on.
can we move on?
No, we're not moving on.
In while we're at it.
Can you please admit that men ghost more?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that was easier than I
Yeah,
thought.
we no, we don't. Okay, let's go. Whose friendships last longer overall? Men or women?
Sisterhood, please. Women, you guys move on, don't you? So you move
But
on quickly.
but brotherhood. Have you heard of the brotherhood code?
I don't know what that is.
No,
I know
bro.
sisterhood. I know,
You put just one small thing will make people fight, and then you
but we
go
come back stronger.
with scars.
But stronger.
But I mean, to be honest, we need to check the statistics for this. I don't know if it's men's or women's that last longer, but I'm more tilted to men anyway.
And I am most tilted to women,
Okay.
goes without saying.
Can men and women really just be platonic friends?
Like I will have a male friend and there's
Yes.
nothing more.
Nothing
Ah,
more.
of course, of course. It's just that funny enough, like I don't have. If I look at my male friends, I don't have so many as like when compared with my female friends. I've always been a girly girl. I definitely have friends. Even before getting married, I had friends that it was just on a platonic basis, nothing more, no strings attached, just good conversations. Yeah. How
Okay.
about you?
It depends on the man.
It depends on the man and the way the man is doing that friendship. Like I feel like some men they don't know how to just be a friend without giving green lights. Like if you're my friend, don't call me how are you, babe? Who is your babe? The girl will now see you are sending message, how are you, babe? And then she'll be thinking, oh, he likes me. He likes me. Meanwhile, you have a date. You have someone you are seeing. Please, why are you calling the other one, babe? Let's be clear. That's bad behavior. Get garnished. Anyway, I
Yeah.
think we're done for today, Abby. Salah,
Yeah,
no?
Sela, Sela. Go.
All right, people, that's it. Thanks a lot for tuning in today. We hope that you enjoyed it. I guess the point of this episode is to just check your friends. Just check on your friends. Try and see what kind of friendships you have. Like, how are your friendships like with your male friends if you're male, with your female friends if you're female, and of course, like opposite sex. Just be a good friend, be a good person.
Yeah. Awesome. And we have one request we want to give to everyone who is listening. It would be nice to know what topic you would like us to talk about. Please leave it as a comment. And if you are close to us or you can contact us in any other platform, please let us know. We want to have discussions that matter to you, our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One of the things that we really love is when we record an episode and we get reviews and feedback that episode was insightful. So we want to not just chat and talk, we want to talk about topics that matter to you. Thank you very much for listening, and don't forget to toast to life, because life is for the living. Toodles.
Toodles.